Hi everybody, I'm the new Dilly Dally, and I am responding to the video from Mike Mozart and Jeepers Media about the lawsuit between Viacom and YouTube. Let me first say that I understand what copyright infringement is. I'm a writer working on my first novel. So far, every chapter has been copyrighted so that I can send samples to people that may be interested in buying it when it's done. And if somebody were to steal my characters or my plots or my premise or my format or whatever, and they write a novel and they make a ton of money off of it, well, guess what? You're going to be getting a call from a special process server with a summons and a complaint from me. I will be suing you. Why? You're making money off of stuff I wrote that I copyrighted. That is not what is going on here at YouTube. In fact, 95%, 95% of the uploaders on YouTube upload their stuff for no charge, and they don't make any money off of the things they upload. They do it simply for viewer enjoyment. They do it for people to watch and for people to enjoy. Now, Viacom has a ton of ways to make a ton of money, such as merchandising and licensing. Of course, they make money off of every toy they purchase. By the way, I'm not going to make a comment about any of the toys that they license. I don't purchase them. I have no kids, so I'm not going to make any comments on that. They sell the rights to broadcast their channels to cable companies like Comcast and Time Warner, and also to satellite companies like DirecTV. Then there's the advertising that each channel that they own makes, which includes all the Nickelodeon channels, MTV, country music television, and so on and so forth. Now, everybody loves free publicity, right? Obviously, Viacom does not, because if they could see that all these uploads, which nobody's making any money off of, is free publicity for Viacom and their shows, they would think, wait a minute, what the hell are we doing? Why are we doing this? But Viacom can't see beyond the color green, which is the color of money. So, what's going on, what Viacom is doing, is making absolutely no sense to me whatsoever. In fact, they could benefit from this free publicity. Let's say that I am going to bed at 9:30 because I get up at 5, and the next day I get an email from one of my friends, and it says, I was thinking about you last night. Jon Stewart did a parody of The Philanthropist, let's say. Okay, fine, I'll check it out. And I check out the parody, and I'm like, God, this is hilarious. This is really cool. Then I go down the list and see there's another Daily Show clip that piques my curiosity. I watch that, and I'm like, oh, this is pretty funny too. This is great. And then on and on and on it goes. You see more clips, you start favoring them, and before I know it, hey, I'm missing a half hour, an hour of sleep watching The Daily Show. That's more money in Viacom's pocket and more money in the advertiser's pocket. See how that works? Another way that this works is with older shows that are no longer on. Somebody in an earlier video mentioned the Dukes of Hazzard, so we'll use that as an example. Somebody uploads a clip of the Dukes. I watch it on YouTube, and I'm like, God, I remember watching this when I was in grammar school, but now that I've seen this as an adult, this is the greatest thing since sliced bread. I love it. And the same thing happens. More clips I watch, then I start favoriting clips, watching them over and over again, and before I know it, I'm beginning to wonder, is this show out on DVD? And the same friend that emailed me about Jon Stewart tells me, you know what? all 6 seasons or whatever of the show are out on DVD. You better run out and get it. So, and I'm like, great, let's go to Best Buy and purchase all 6 seasons at $30 a pop. That's $30 a pop times 6 seasons. That's $180 in Viacom's pocket. See that? And they didn't even have to pay 1 red cent to make me a fan of their show. Why? Because somebody uploaded it and didn't make any money off of it. See how easy that is? See, Viacom needs to get on the stick and understand that these digital media channels such as YouTube are here to stay, no matter what happens, no matter how much they sue for. But what I'm particularly upset about is what happens when the individual users start getting sued. These people, the majority of them, especially the ones that upload the cartoons, are kids. They're under 16 years old. I mean, how would you feel as a parent if you got a lawsuit from a deputy or a process server saying that Viacom, this big, giant, huge company, is suing your son, who's 13 years old, because he uploaded a 5-minute clip of SpongeBob on YouTube, and he's suing you for $50,000? Oh my God. Not only are we talking financial ruin, we're talking emotional ruin as well. Sleepless nights, panic attacks, you name it. Frankly, this whole thing is ridiculous. It really is. It's got to stop, and it's got to stop now. Because if Viacom wins and the individual uploaders start getting sued by them, then who's next? Who is going to be the next huge corporation that's going to sue YouTube and its uploaders? Listen, I want you, and you have my permission to do this, I want you to put this and any other videos in response to Mike Mozart's article. I want you to put them on Facebook or MySpace or your website or anyone else's website if they give you permission to do so. Put it on your blog. Bloggers, this is really important. You need to do this. We need to spread the word that this is getting out of hand and it's got to stop now. Everything, a lot of things are at stake in this matter. And you should not only care as an uploader, you should also care as a viewer. Because, hey, this is your right to view whatever you want, whenever you want, at risk. I don't think what Viacom is doing is right. We need to basically put our collective foot down at the door as YouTubers and say with one voice, hey, Viacom, enough is enough. Go make your money off of the cable channels. Leave us alone. We just can't pay you. That's all I have to say.